Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. It's been some time since we've talked about Habitat for Humanity in Dubois County and the good work that they're doing. And joining us in the studio is Melissa Baxter. And Melissa is the Executive Director for Habitat for Humanity of Dubois County, or is it Dubois County Habitat for Humanity?
Habitat for Humanity of Dubois
County. Okay. Either way, it doesn't matter as long as you think of it as Habitat for Humanity. You're in your new building.
We are.
And you've been there for some time now.
Since June.
Okay, so it's settled in, things are good?
Yes, it's amazing. We are so thankful. It is just so much more square footage, it's so much cooler, it's so much warmer, you know, it's just night and day different.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Well, you also, at the time that you opened your new Restore building and your new offices at that location, broke ground for a new home around that time.
We did.
How's that
for the
coming?
Messmer home, the Messmer family. We had an incredibly difficult winter. Every single Saturday was raining or ice or snow, so we are finally under roof, as they call it, in the dry as of Saturday. So the shingles are on, the doors are on, windows in place. So we have plumbers coming out tonight to measure for the rough-in, and so we're finally to the point where the weather isn't so much of a factor. Once we're in the house, it's not so bad, but trying to work on top of a roof, you don't want to do it with ice.
No, and it really has been a really odd and inclement weather throughout the whole winter season this year.
It has been, and it would be so nice sometimes during the week, and then Saturday would be the day that it was nasty. So. And that's the days we work. So.
All right. So if you still are looking for people to help with that, if somebody would like to come and volunteer.
Okay. Yeah, it really should go into full swing now. Every Saturday we build. We started about 8 o'clock in the morning, and we get done sometime in the early to mid afternoon. Well, mid to late afternoon, I'd say, somewhere between 3 and 5. But we need at least 10 or 12 volunteers every Saturday to try to get the work done that we need to get done. We have a really great core crew that are there every single week, but there's always room for, about 5 or 6 more that are just really needed. And then there are some times when we just need a lot of people. I'm sure that when we get to painting or whatever, it could be, all kinds of people there, and it would be a really fun day. But we had a great day this past Saturday. We got all the shingles on and the doors and everything in, and Flags Cafe donated a chicken dinner for all the volunteers. So it was a really, really good day, and the homeowner cannot be happier seeing all of this progress being done. So.
Do you have another home in line to start again?
We do. It's the Schrader-Bender family. She actually it's a single mother with her daughter. And they actually want their home built right next to the home we're building now. So we'll still be on the Restore property, which is where this home is. And so when we finish with this one, we'll start with the next one. And then we have a couple more families hoping to be approved. So it may be, multiple homes this year, depending on how much funding we can raise. So
to do that, you're going to need more help. And you're trying to organize a church build program?
A church build. It's really common in Habitat for Humanity. They have Lutheran builds. They have Methodist builds, or they just have interdenominational builds, which is what we're really looking for here in Dubois County. We have a couple churches right now that are already very interested in doing a church build, and they would just like to bring along a couple other churches that are interested either to help with the funding or with volunteers or to take over a certain part. I think one of the churches would like to take it all the way from the foundation to having the walls built, and then have someone else take over to do the insulation and the drywall. And so we could parcel it up in that way. But I just think that it would be such a great way for the churches in our community to really understand that Habitat's a Christian organization, and we are a Christian ministry, and it's a great way to really dovetail with the other ministries that churches in this area are doing, or a way to let their members really put God's love into action, put their hands around a hammer and swing, or serve some lemonade. And one other thing that we truly need is donations for food for lunches on Saturdays. There's so many times when we have to go and purchase food and it's not that much of a burden because these wonderful volunteers and they're giving us their time, but if we could get churches to help with the lunches, that would really help Habitat spread our dollars out further. So that's a definite need that we have.
Okay. And of course, you always need volunteers of anybody that would like to help, whether you're associated with a church or not. But if a church can come together, that gives them the fellowship and helps to forward their ministries.
Amen.
Now, you have been in your new building for some time, and the Restore has been going well?
It has really done well.
But you're going to have a spring cleaning.
We are a spring cleaning sales event.
Okay.
And that's all during the month of March. We're going to have a large sale on either just the furniture or everything in the store. We're kind of nailing down the few finishing touches, but we're going to have information out, on our website and radio and all of that to let people know what we finally come up with. But what we do know is it's going to be an inventory reduction sale. We're trying to really make room because we know that everybody does their spring cleaning in the spring, and we get so many great donations, and we have so many great donations still there. Some beautiful master brand cabinets, some beautiful couches, some tile. There's just so much there, and it's really beautiful pieces, but we want to make sure that we have plenty of room for what's coming in the spring. So, and those of you that are doing your clean out, please keep Restore in mind, because it's a tax write-off for you because you're donating to a charity. It helps families here in Dubois County, and of course it helps further the mission of Habitat. So keep us in mind in the spring, and keep us in mind in March, because the sale will be from March 1st to the end of March.
Okay, and really it's an inventory reduction. And sometimes when people have an inventory reduction, it's trying to get rid of inventory they don't really want or can't get rid of. But that's not the case here, because, again, we're going to go back to the winter. It has been a really rough winter. It's been very hard for people to get out and for people to go places and shop. So you have some really nice stuff.
We have some beautiful pieces. We really do. And actually, when you walk around, that store is really full with some great items from all over Dubois County, from individuals, from companies, and so we just really see the need to go ahead and mark down a couple items. They're everything
that are already marked down. I mean, they're already
right.
low.
They're already discounted, and we're going to give them an even deeper discount so that we can make room for what's coming in the spring. Because Dubois County is always so generous in the springtime, and they are throughout the year. But we know that as people start cleaning out closets and going through inventory, they start making some donations. So we want to make sure we're ready. So
now, what are the hours for the Restore?
11
for
to
the
5.
Restore store.
The Restore store is open 11 to 5 Wednesday through Friday. Saturdays we're open from 9 to 3.
Okay. And is there a drop-off time for items?
Anytime the store is open,
okay.
we prefer to have donations while we're open. We do have people leave some things. We have a gazebo kind of umbrella thing in the back where people can donate things when we're not there, so it can be out of the weather. It's right beside our back doors. But we prefer that it be when we're open, just so that we can help them unload or, make sure it's something that we can sell.
Okay, now if somebody wants to contact Habitat for Humanity of Dubois County, what are the best ways?
The best way is by phone at 482-5995, or they can email me at melissa@duboishabitat.org. Okay. Those are the two main ways. You can also follow what we're doing on Facebook. If we're building on a Saturday, I always put on what we're doing, how many people we need, and so you can follow us there. But there's also online signups for volunteers on our website. So if you sign up with us once, it'll send you an email if we're going to do it again and what we're doing and how many we need. So that's a really neat system for those that want to stay informed, and otherwise you can get on Facebook and just, when you have a free Saturday, see what we're doing.
Okay, is there anything else that you would like to add?
You can also reach the Restore at 482-5909, and we do pick up for donations. It is a tax write-off for anybody that donates, and then they have a very active Facebook page. They put a lot. You can go on Facebook and see some of the items that we have for sale. She puts the items and prices and everything on there, and she takes pictures about once a week of some new items coming in, so it's a great way to see what the inventory is. And then the Restore is probably best reached by phone or by Facebook.
Okay, and again, the hours are Wednesday through Saturday, roughly.
Right.
Okay,
right.
All right. Melissa, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much for having me.
Our guest has been Melissa Baxter. She's the Executive Director for Habitat for Humanity of Dubois County, and doing a lot of good work. They do need volunteers, so give them a call. Thank you for watching WJTS in Form. We are local people watching local people.